Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ReelQuick episode 173. Today is our monthly Q&A episode. Been like 5-6 weeks since we've done one, so we're definitely due at this point for another Q&A special where our patrons get to ask us questions. We're going to give our answers to them, and we got a lot of questions this episode, so it should be a fun one. A lot of diverse, different kinds of questions too, so it should be a fun one. We're all going to, we talked about on the end of ReelTok, the final 10 seconds on Monday, we learned things. We're going to learn some things today about all of us. So shout out to our executive producers, Sean Morales, Josh Weimer, Stefan Johnson, Stefan Niebrick, and thank you to all of our patrons, because every single question we're about to read off is from our Patreon, from our Discord, which is to be in it, you're a patron. So check that out in the description down below. But let's get into this. It should be a little fun episode. Now I have all the questions in front of me. I haven't vetted them in terms of I don't have them sorted in a logical way to go through. So we're just going to kind of pick and pop our way through it. Let's see. First one we'll go is going to be kind of a two-parter. So we got a question from Dave and a question from Haroon, and it's we'll knock them both out with one question. So Dave asks favorite historical time period, and then Haroon asks, if you had to live in one historical time period except the present, what would it be and why? Wow. So it says historical, so that means it can't be anything in the future, and it can't be anytime we were alive. So
I've had this conversation.
Yeah,
I'm going right before I was born. Then
that's so boring.
Yeah, dude, I'm not living in medieval times. I'm not good with a sword. No, okay. If you think I'm pulling up in colonial America with those dumb wigs they wore, you're out of your mind.
Okay, how about we say
Norge Army.
You don't have to live there forever. It's just 6 months or something. So you're not stuck there permanently.
I would just go and visit. Either way, I'd get.
You can't die. You can't die. That's the thing. You can't die.
Dude, I'd be cooked. I'm still
picking this. You can't die as in it's impossible to die, or if you die, mission failed.
No. as in you're immortal. No one. Okay, we'll say this. You're not even an entity. You're just like a ghost where you can see everything.
Dude, we're changing the rules insanely right now.
If there has ever been a time where it's like Game of Thrones dragons and shit, I'd do that.
Well, I mean, okay, great, brilliant. So dragon.
I still think I'm still picking the 70s and 80s just to be at like Star Wars, to see it in theaters for the first time. Yeah, Jaws, the premiere of that. That's what I'm picking.
Sleepy George Carmi. Boring answers.
Sorry, dude.
That's a boring answer, George.
That was me, man.
I do Trump impressions all the time around the house with Riley. You love
that. Was very impressive. Yeah. That was a great
Sleepy George. But yeah, no, I have an actual answer. I am obsessed with the colonial time period, right before.
No, you're not,
War. Dude, I am. And there's no freaking good movies from the time. There's 5.
Oh my god.
Anytime but the only stuff you get is John Adams, the HBO Max series with Paul Giamatti, which I did watch and I want to rewatch. I'm obsessed with that time period.
Colonial times, dude. If you want to go see your boy, you have to walk to him for 4 days.
Brother, you complain about the subway system every day on Twitter. And
every day.
The subway, but at least I'm not walking places.
You guys didn't even answer the other questions. Oh, didn't we have 2 questions there? So living and
where would you want to live?
Okay.
Oh, favorite and live. Favorite? Well, I would want to visit ancient Egypt. I think that'd be fucking cool. I used to read about it a lot when I was younger. There's a lot of conspiracies going to there. And one I used to study quite a lot when I was younger and have a really keen interest in is the First World War and kind of everything around that period, and also the Second World War as well, if I can take 2. So kind of 39 to 45 and 14 to 18, if I can take 2. I had a massive keen interest in World War history, a really keen interest in it. So one of those, I would say. I love history.
I might be with George, but if I can go back to the dinosaurs, I'll go back to the dinosaurs.
There you
go. They're cool. They're chill. I didn't realize.
Have fun eating once every 3 weeks because you're not a good hunter.
He doesn't have to eat. He doesn't have to eat.
If I lived in this time period, you don't know my skills with a bow.
All right, fair.
You want me to go?
Are you making a bow and arrow?
Dude, I'm slinging.
Okay, I think I'm going back with, but you get 5.
You can't just go back with 5
items. You get 5 items.
No, okay. So do you know what I'd do then? I'd go back with an iPhone and scare cavemen because I think that'd be funny as fuck.
That'd be awesome.
Just go.
I'd go back to the founding fathers and show them the Minecraft trailer, and have them just kill themselves on spot.
Be like, boys, if you lose this war, we'll avoid this. So.
This is what.
I will create the world in my own image with the Minecraft trailer. Everyone will just off themselves, and then I will rebuild the Earth in a more better way.
That's a good shout. To be fair, that's a good shout. I like it.
Good stuff. This is kind of on the same lines from Sam Lewis. You get to live in one movie from this year. What would it be? I would go Challengers. I wish New York and tennis were real.
Can I
Stop,
go?
dude.
Can I be?
Ain't no one living in Challengers, bro.
Can I be Paul Muad'Dib Atreides in Dune, or do I just have to be like?
Why the fuck would you want to be him?
Did you see that?
Hey, he doesn't know what haapens next.
Yeah,
that is a crazy thing to say to want to be a dictator. That's insane.
Man, I'm looking at my.
That is insane. By the way,
I have no idea what happens next.
Even so, have you watched Dune 2? Have you watched the film?
Yeah,
you should not want to be that guy. He is a demon. That's crazy.
That's the man.
He leads
I'd go
to the blue area.
I'm looking at my list of all the movies I've seen this year, and like almost all of them are just like
I'd go
in the world. Like it's not
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, season 8 and shit. Beautiful world.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, but like the person they like.
I'd be like, Can I be an ape?
The girl, or an ape, even better.
Or that guy who's like in what's his what actor was it again? Cam. You know who I mean? William H. Macy. I'll be him.
Just arrange. Yeah, why do you... That's crazy. I forgot about him. Why? Yeah, that's cool. Wild.
I think I'd live in Transformers 1. I think that'd be my domain.
In an animated universe.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Nice.
That'd be a good vibe. I'm trying to think like what's a great. Maybe I'd be Glenn Powell in Hitman. He seems like he'd be happy.
Wait, are we choosing? This isn't the question. We're choosing characters here,
dude. We're changing the rules of all. Of these
you are placed in this world.
Oh, George,
so
the afterlife.
I'd be in Hitman, and I'd be Glenn Powell.
Oh yeah, maybe the afterlife. I'd rather take the 10:15 train to the great beyond than ride on the fucking New York City subway system. You kidding me?
I would insert myself as Glenn Powell, and I'd show all of the murderers the Minecraft trailer, and have them rethink their life purpose.
Fair, okay.
Kareem Yunan asks, which is a spin on a question we've asked before, but this kind of in a different light. So we've answered like what would we want to do within the film industry if we worked in it, or like would we want to be working it in any way? But he asks, would any of you trade your current jobs for a job within the film industry? So like actually realistically, would you trade your current job to work in the film industry?
No, because I won't be good at it.
But like, would I adopt a skill set, or would I go in?
You'd have to train and learn.
No.
It's you right now.
No.
We've been answering
that takes years to get good at it.
I've zero skills. Yeah, no. I got zero skills.
I would take what I do right now on social media, and I would. But in this situation, it funds me and my family, and then yes. But anything else, no. If I
will.
If I could not post a video for 3 months and have a livable wage and healthcare, then yeah, I'm in.
Realistic.
I'm not a film guy though. Like
I think the only job in the film industry I could maybe be successful at right now would be a stuntman.
That's a very random one.
That'd be fun though. That'd be kind of fun. I couldn't direct. I couldn't write.
Yeah, I'm not directing. I'm not acting. I'm not writing.
It would take years to get to that level as well.
Yeah. Actually, I could be a composer on Challengers too, because all I'd have to do is open up GarageBand and just continuously repeat that techno music over and over again.
You could be tennis stand-in.
Yeah, I could be a tennis Yeah, I could be a tennis, which Challengers needed because
I don't know if there's that
day I had no idea how to swing a racket.
Oh,
there wouldn't be that many
George
put me in Challengers too, and I'm
Storm in Babylon, and that was 3 notes.
Realistically,
all grand
maybe 2 notes actually. The most
dude, that shit.
Edward Berger ass. But
no,
I would. I nothing creatively, because obviously like I just have no talent at that, and it would take. If I ever did get talent at that would take billions of years. So like I can't do that in my career logically, but I'd happily like become a suit in the film industry, like work for a production company, production studio, distribution company. I'd like to be a suit, work the numbers, do something like that. But yeah, I would trade it for sure. But Connor Turner asks, what's your go-to gas station or convenience store items? So on the way home, you're just grabbing a little snack and drink. We'll do 1 snack, 1 drink.
I mean, I don't know the last time I stepped foot in like a gas station convenience store, but
bodega, whatever.
I'll go.
You don't like on a. Do you ever drive? I guess you live in the city.
Not in the city.
So like, and if you don't stop it to get gas and like pop in for like a snack on a long drive.
You never go to the bodega.
I mean, I go to the bodega, but I get like sandwiches. I don't get like snacks. If I get snacks, if I get a drink, it's either like a Gatorade or maybe like a Diet Coke or something. if I were to get a snack,
high quality sandwiches.
Yeah, bodegas in New York, it's like delis.
But okay, but it's attached to a gas station.
Yeah, typically.
Well,
that's
not
crazy.
gas. There's no gas being pumped there.
Yeah, it's
gas stations like anywhere.
There are gas stations in New York City.
Have you been to New York City, Cam?
No, I've
never
been.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
I've made it known time and time again. I don't like cities. I am not a city guy.
I mean, not even just New York City though. I feel that way about any downtown where it's like gas stations are kind of hard to come by in like downtown cities. And they
I right now can tell you definitely only one gas station location in Manhattan that I know of.
That's crazy to me.
That I know, and it's on the complete opposite side of Manhattan. It's on the west side.
I don't.
That's crazy. I mean, I don't drive anywhere. I'm not refilling the subways with gas. That's not my job.
Yeah, maybe if you would, they'd run better.
Dead ass. That's what I'm saying.
My go-to would be like a Diet Dr. Pepper, and like the goated like road trip snack, in my opinion, is in the shell sunflower seeds, because it keeps your brain occupied and alert. So like when you're like,
then you gotta spit them somewhere.
But that keeps me awake, because like if I've done many like driving through the night, driving 18-hour days. It's like you need something where it's like you can't be on autopilot.
I guess
beef jerky's up there too. Is pretty solid because it's so damn chewy. Like you have to work for it. It keeps your brain alert. But
I guess I don't like driving with sunflower seeds, because then I just have to like
spit them somewhere,
spit them out. Like I'm an outdoor sunflower seeds guy, but I haven't looked at it in the lens of it'll keep me awake.
Yeah,
sorry.
Gatorade bottles are helpful because it's wider mouth to spit them in. But
breaking football news. I think you guys want to hear about. No, Dak Prescott, 4 years, $240 million.
He doesn't deserve
it. First comment, a lot of money to get eliminated by the Packers.
Yeah, Dak getting MVP money is not what I expected.
Well, didn't Jordan Love just get paid more, and now he's like injured?
He's only out like 3 weeks though.
Yeah,
but yes, Jordan.
But he's done a lot less than Dak Prescott. But
that's true. But he's also a lot younger.
This question's only for George from Sean Morales. It's not only for George, but George is the only one we need to answer him.
Hit me.
Zack Snyder's Justice League or the wrong Missy?
Dude, fuck off, dude.
That's actually a good question.
That's insanely.
I hate the wrong Missy with a passion, but it's a good battle. Good battle.
At least it's a full director's vision the first time.
Yeah.
Needing to redo.
True.
Maybe if we got Zack Snyder's The Wrong Missy, it would be better.
The Missy cut.
Oh,
it was the Missy cut. Okay, this is an interesting question actually that I feel like I have thought of, but Ewan Hall asks, how much do you think, if you had to estimate, you spend on film a year? Renting movies, cinema tickets, streaming subscriptions, buying DVDs.
Dude, does Letterboxd account as well? What's the Letterboxd yearly like?
That's like 50 bucks a year.
Film festival tickets, if you go to those, are going to add to it.
I'm going to say like a few thousand minimum.
Yeah.
Do you ever go over your AMC like number?
What does that mean?
Do you guys pay for subs list or
no? I pay for stubs, but I don't go over it. I very rarely have to like pay for an actual ticket.
What's this? What do you mean? You don't pay
AMC stubs? Yeah, basically I pay $30
you know
a month.
AMC stubs A-list?
Dude,
how the fuck would I know about that?
Time out. I know you don't have AMC, but you're very online, and we talk about it fairly.
Yeah, we talk about
it all the time. I don't know how it works.
AMC stubs is basically you pay a monthly membership, which I think is like $30 a month, and you're allowed to see up to 3 movies a week. So if you see 2 movies a week, it pays for itself.
That's terrible.
Basically. What do you mean that's terrible?
We pay £18 a month and we can see as many as we want.
Wait, Jordan, how much do AMC stubs is? You need to see like 2 movies a month for it to be.
Yeah, you need to see like 2
not 2 movies a week.
2 movies a month. Sorry. Yes. Sorry.
You can see 3 a week, which
you can see 3
a week for me is more than
I wouldn't go through
all you can watch.
Yeah,
like you're not going to the theater 4 times.
No one casually going to movies is paying for AMC stubs.
No.
But like someone,
but that's what.
Yeah, we do for sure.
Go.
Maybe 30.
Maybe lately we kind of casually go.
All streaming subscriptions add up.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If you're including streaming subscriptions
and film festival,
like
I'm saying a few grand
not
minimum.
Cheap.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest. I've rented every Halloween movie so far for $3.99.
$3.99 fucks me all the time,
dude. Every time I see $3.99 in my head, I'm like, it's just $4.
And then it adds up when you check.
Then like my monthly credit card bill comes in, and I'm like, oh, dude, that's a lot of $390. That's $399 after $399 after $399. I'm like,
it's got to be like a few grand minimum. Like,
it's gotta be, man. It has to be.
I pay for every streaming subscription.
Yeah, it's so good.
Oh yeah, and I have like every streaming service and stuff. Yeah,
I really wish we didn't answer that question.
I don't have the answer, but it's a lot.
It's too much. It's way too much.
Yeah,
it's such an insane amount. It would probably make me throw up to see how much I've paid.
I just don't look at my account ever,
dude. And we're only in September, and I think it's a gross amount already.
And then you've got New York Film Festival, and I've got London, which always adds up.
I've already paid for the film festival. That's done. That's an expense I've already taken.
And you don't have to pay for accommodation. So that
that too. I got dude. Fuck off.
Yeah, that's the best thing about like expensive like things you buy for yourself in the future, like vacations, is like even if you hate it because you're like, I just spent way too much money. It's like by the time it comes, it's like, okay, the money's gone.
Yeah.
So enjoy it. Stefan Nieberg asked if you could be fluent in any language, what would it be?
I think Chinese.
Duolingo.
Probably Chinese.
Oh, Victoria did Duolingo for a while because she wanted to get back into French because she took French in high school.
I took French.
I'm a daily Duolingoer.
Are you really? One of my friends is a daily Duo. He's at like 300 days right now. He's doing Spanish.
I only
what do they
started
think
like 2
about
months
it?
ago.
What do they think about it? Like, is it actually any good? Because I've heard like mixed.
My friend basically says like he doesn't feel like he's really learning anything. It's more memorization. So like he doesn't think he can carry a conversation. But he thinks like if someone just flashed him a Spanish word, he'd be able to tell you what it means.
Okay. So I think Duolingo is great for like if you say you learned Spanish or whatever language for like 5 years, you spend a couple of years without really practicing it much. It's good just like refreshers, but to like brand new learn a language, kind of tough. I'm trying to brand new learn Dutch right now, so that's what I'm doing.
That's an interesting choice.
Where like or just for fun. Like just for fun, you're trying to learn Dutch?
Well, so my top 3 travel destinations are Iceland, Amsterdam, and Japan. So I was like, oh, well, we'll go Dutch because
I was thinking like Mandarin. Mandarin's got to be the most.
Mandarin's logical. Future proof.
To be fair, Tyler, 95% of people in Amsterdam and Iceland speak English.
No, I don't think there's a single place in the world that's a city that I would go and not I'd be struggling, but with just
apparently Tokyo is that place, you know. Like the guy I worked with went to Tokyo and he said he actually did struggle, like English wise.
The thing is with Japanese, which I tried to do some on Duolingo, it's like I can start to learn pronunciations, but I'm just simply never going to learn like the way like the writing, you know, the script. So I don't think it's just like a lost cause. I just threw my hands up like there's and no, I know for sure like I can go to Amsterdam and not struggle at all. It's just fun. I'm just learning Dutch. It's kind of like speaking in the native language. But
I do French probably because I go French speaking countries or Spanish. Because Spanish is easy because like there's so many places in Spanish, you know, so many travel destinations and stuff. One of those two. Or Mandarin actually, George. That's a great shot.
Let's see. What do we got next? Not that one. What's the better third movie? Toy Story 3 or High School Musical 3? Joey Saunders.
High School Musical 3.
Toy Story 3's peak, but High School Musical.
I don't think I've seen the third High School Musical. Actually.
High School Musical 3.
Saw the one in theaters. I remember that peak childhood existence right there.
That's fair.
Brady Miller asks, "What's the best advice for someone going into college or in college?"
I don't know. I haven't been.
Just be open. Just be open to new things. Don't bring too much from high school. That's all I'd say. Just be open. Make some new friends. I think you just got to go in and try to make some new friends.
George, what's your advice?
Oh man, I guess just piggybacking off of Cam's advice, just going with an open mind. You know, try new things. Join new clubs that you maybe wouldn't have joined in high school. You know, find your bunch. Take education seriously. You know, you're gonna party, no doubt, but you're there for an education. You know, take it seriously.
Yeah, my 2 pieces of advice are: 1, live in the moment. Flies by. It's gonna just fly by before you know it. You can never relive it ever again, even if you wish you want to. And second piece of advice is most of the time, like your classes during the week, you'll have like 3 classes a day, but usually have like 2 classes. Maybe it's like you have like a 10 a.m. and then you have like a 2 p.m. Spend those hours before and in between at a library doing your homework, which I never did this, so I'm speaking something I didn't practice. just do your homework all the time during the week, during the day. So then like the weekend, just try and make that as blank of a slate as possible. The nights blank of a slate. So if someone's like, want to go to a restaurant, want to go to a bar, want to do whatever, try and keep that open. Cause so many times I would just procrastinate to the weekend. And then you know, college football Saturday would be fun. And then Sunday you're like locked in a library all day and just feels like the weekends are gone. And all of a sudden it's school weekend. So definitely did not utilize enough, like just going to the library during the week and just like getting, but I hated the library in college. I always just like to be in my room doing my homework.
I was a big library guy. I did take stuff for ADHD, so I'll be honest. I was a big spend an entire Thursday just in a library locked in and then not spend other days doing anything. It was great.
I could never lock in libraries because I feel like people just we're so loud all the time. Even every library at Purdue has 20 rooms. And so you could if you get lucky, if you get there early enough, you get them. And that's what I'd do. I'd spend an entire day there. So it'd be 24-hour grind sessions, and I'd just get in a single person room or a room with a buddy. It'd be great. I miss it.
I found myself in the library so often because my major and even my minors were I was tested with papers, essays, things I had to write. I was never studying for multiple choice questions or shit like that. So there was this one corner of the second floor of my library, deep in the back. No one would ever know about it. It was basically meant for only grad students, but it was always empty. So you could just go and find a cubicle and just lock in completely. So I was there. The library was cool. I liked the library. And that was that. And college was my energy drink days. So I would rip a Monster, have a bag of chips, and just lock into whatever, a 15, 20 page paper that I would bang out in 2 hours.
A little bit of breaking news that's going to be 4 days delayed for anyone to listen to this, but Kendrick Lamar halftime perform at the Super Bowl.
Just saw that.
Electric.
Also, insane. Tyler, we talked to it earlier, but no, Dak Prescott is the highest paid player ever. So more than Jordan Love.
Well, no, I mean, but they're ballpark-ish. I don't think.
Oh yeah, I think Jordan Love is around
But the way the NFL, the way every sport works, the highest paid person is the most recent person.
Is the most recent.
Whoever's the most recent person.
Exactly. Inflation, baby.
Yeah. Rye Paulson asked if each of us owned our own movie theater, what would you call it? Put the creativity juices flowing.
Cam Cinema, maybe.
That's so boring.
Cinema Cam.
That's so boring.
What did you want from me? You're not naming this shit after yourself?
Probably not.
I feel like you have to make a movie reference, something.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Enter the Cinema Falcon, play on Millennium Falcon, or
name one movie theater that has something similar to that, George.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to stand out. I'm going to stand out among the rest.
You love that shit.
I'm going to stand out.
For the AMC.
Whatever I make, whatever the name of my movie theater would be, I'm throwing Draft House at the end of it.
Nice.
Movies and stuff. Draft House. That sounds perfect to me.
I don't know, man.
Movies
I would go maybe
Draft House.
Zack Snyder's Justice League's Draft House.
Minecraft.
What was that?
It's Zack Snyder's Justice League's Draft House.
The
director's cut.
There's no mention to movies other than just Zack Snyder's Justice League, which is a direct to streaming movie. By the way.
Chill.
Not even a theater.
Chill out.
Named after a stream, though.
One theater in my movie theater would just be playing Zack Snyder's Justice League all the time.
Man, just on repeat.
Just on repeat. You can come and go whenever you want.
No. Even better.
Stop.
It's on repeat, but you have to buy a certain ticket to the showtime. And once you sit down, handcuffs come around the seat chairs. You're locked in there and you cannot leave.
You can't leave when you got 4 hours.
No pee break, nothing. For 4 hours, you are locked into all of its glory.
And just the whole time you're standing up there, which is
basically just Clockwork. It's a Clockwork Orange type movie where they just lock you in and peel your eyes back, and you have to watch.
And at the end of it, you take a lie detector test, and if you didn't like the movie, you have to rewatch it until you do.
Perfect. I'm in.
Yeah. No, I like the Clockwork Orange spin on things. Have movie studios pay you extra so that you for sure get someone to watch the entirety of the film. So you just lock them in there. I could see the potential here.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, Jackson Kincaid asked a question I think we kind of answered on ReelTok on Monday. So if you didn't check it out, go check it out. Check out that episode. But said regarding Matt Reeves' latest comments in the Batverse, do you think rogues like Poison Ivy and Mr. Freeze are too fantastical for this universe? Yes. I think probably we all agree.
Clayface.
Yeah.
But we've talked about it at length in that episode on Monday. Graham McDonald asks, how do you guys choose the film you're going to watch that night? Do you have a planned watch list, a short list of films you're going to watch, or is it mostly just...
It's a vibes thing. It's a vibes thing.
It's not even, I spend more time looking for a film than I do watching the film most of the time.
I scroll until there's one movie that says to me, like, yeah.
Watch me.
Yeah, I scroll.
I wish I could make. I want to make like a priority. Most people do like priority watch lists, so they have something at least like a little selection. I just don't do that.
What's the Blade Runner like interlinked scene? I just go through that process until I eventually get one that I want.
I should do that, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's watch lists don't work for me at least. Because I can have a long watch list. Every week I have a short-term watch list on my like spreadsheet that I'm like, I want to watch these this week. So I have the script, but I don't watch. I always just end up going to any service and just like start scrolling through, or I go on Letterboxd or searching for movies. Like even if I have a watch list of like 5 movies that says watch these this week, I still always resort to wasting 30 minutes trying to select a movie.
Anytime I really don't have something, I just rewatch something. That's kind of how it is. Like if I really don't know what I'm going to watch, just rewatch something. That's for sure.
I'd be rewatching a lot.
You do be.
I rewatch an insane amount.
Do be.
Cordell Workman asks, what's your favorite movie theater experience? But not in terms of like the movie, because we've answered that before, but he says packed house, alone in a cinema, by yourself, with friends and family at home. Like what movie experience, I guess, do you prefer the most?
As in, so not single experience, like in what?
Just like any movie, XYZ, what's the best way to watch?
It depends, because if it's like, I was thinking of this example. When I saw it After Hours, for example, in 35, and it was like a packed house, and I was on my own, but it was like everyone there was like a film person, everyone was having a laugh. That was like amazing. But then for some films, I don't like that. Some like a Beetlejuice, I wouldn't have liked that as much. Do you know what I mean? it depends on the film. If it's like a classic, I like a packed house. This is the thing, isn't it? If it's like something I really like, I like a packed house. If it's something I think shit, I don't. But then you can't.
Yeah, no, I'm exactly there. Of like, I like a packed house. I like a packed house for any like Marvel or Star Wars. But
if you don't like
I don't know. It's got to be good. Like, I don't like a packed house cheering for slop, even though I probably am. But like some things annoy me, and so I also like to be alone in a packed house. Like, I don't want the packed house of people I know that I feel like I have to talk. I like to go to the theater alone.
I go to the cinema alone most of the time. I like going with my mom as well. Going with my mom's like cool, and I know occasionally, but I do like going on my own. It's kind of like a therapeutic thing, you know? Like everyone.
I used to like for Avengers Endgame when you had to show up super early, or Infinity War, I would go get seats for everyone alone. I'd just sit there with like a podcast and just like not really watch anything on the screen and just kind of like enjoy my time in the cinema waiting for the movie to start. It was great.
I get that. Yeah.
All right. Rapid fire final question, and everyone just give your quick answers to Samuel Broadsman's question of who's your favorite historical figure of all time?
No clue.
Fucking hell.
Oh my god.
That is tough.
I mean, George, you can just say like Novak.
I was gonna say like Roger, but like he's alive.
Fair.
Yeah, can we say they have to be dead?
Have to be dead.
Yeah. Like a dead person.
Abraham Lincoln.
Like GG's. Stanley Kubrick, Stanley Midbrick,
for real.
I don't know. Man. I'm trying to think in like movie terms. My favorite historical figure. That's a tough one, man.
That's not a rapid fire question. That is like,
that is not a rapid fire.
That's like a philosophical question. I don't know.
Oh man, I've like weirdly been on like religious TikTok, so I've been like learning so much.
Jesus Christ,
dude! No, I've been learning so much about like Abraham and the Old Testament.
I was going there too
recently.
I like Jesus. You know that guy?
Yeah, big fan of the G's.
I heard he got called that actually back in the day.
Of Homie J.
I heard about that.
I have no idea. That's too.
I have no idea.
I don't really idolize historical figures.
I don't idolize historical.
You could go with like a person who impacted society or humanity way, or I could just go with like an actor who I love. You know what I mean? It's like
and realize the shit that politicians like actually do. I just assume they did it back in the day as well. And so
I wouldn't pick a politician.
I assume that for every person ever. That's why it's like, don't idolize a historical figure, because the more you look into them, they all have done something bad.
Yeah,
I pick to end us off would be whoever invented like flushable toilets.
Yeah,
probably it did something terrible.
Yeah, racist as fuck. Yeah, like you got to think about time.
Probably
based. But yeah, that's our Q&A episode. Thank you to all of our patrons for giving us all these wonderful questions. I love when we can kind of branch out of just like talking about movies the whole time. So that was fun. But yeah, if you want to become a patron, check out our Discord and Patreon in the description down below. And then as always, shout out to our executive producers, the kings that are Sean Morales, Stefan Nieberg, Stefan Johnson, and Josh Weimer. Thank you so much for being executive producers of the podcast. We will see you all back tomorrow for a draft of the best looking movies of all time. So we'll catch y'all then. Peace.